cooldown. The hotshot ulti is sorry, not the hotshot. The Cho'Gath ulti is something like a 30-40 second cooldown. I guess there's just a link in my mind now between Cho'Gath and hotshot, as he is really one of the few pro scene players to consistently pick that Cho'Gath. Anyway, if you let a Mumu and Twisted Fate just get wombo combo ultimates off down in the bot lane every time they're up, you're gonna have a bad time. However, if you really punish them with the Cho ult, the relative cooldowns that DNG Gaming have, maybe we're going to see things sort of go in their favor again here in Game 2. Anyway, we are in a game number 2. The game is unpaused. Got the overlays all set up.
Yep, let's jump to live because of that sweet, sweet bug.
Whoa, what is going on? There we go. A little bit of a glitch when I jumped to live there. Everything went in fast forward for about 10 seconds, but here we are now. Game number 2 underway between CounterLogic Gaming and DNG Gaming for the ESL Pro Series Season 4 last day finale. So once again, guys, thanks for tuning into this. It's going to be exciting to see how CLG's new roster holds up here in Game 2. And what
and we
sort of
see
changes.
LEB and Skarnal Trump moving in to CLG's jungle. Just going to plant a ward in that Wraith bush. Chowster did spot them in the bush on the other side of red buff, so they know he's up there. It looks like Doublelift is up in this tri-brush here. They may be going... I think he may just be defending, but they may decide to put Doublelift and Loco in the top lane. Right now, both teams just content to plant wards down and not do too much invasion, but we do see I don't know, but we do see CLG has planted a ward down in this tri-brush, or not in it, just next to it. They went into the Baron Pit and messed up the ward. But they know that Badlanta, Skarnal Trump, and I Am Talandra are all either in this bush or moving in towards their red. They suspect that there is going to be some sort of invade here. If they don't see them soon, they'll know it's coming. Yep, they're moving in.
It's interesting that they don't have anyone guarding this area where they are now, because, of course, you can sneak around into the tri-brush, and then you have a very good angle of attack to go and stop... stop Olaf from doing blue. But no, it looks like they are pushing in. And CLG, of course, they don't know this.
No, CLG did spot them. Hotshot GG did see them. Going to throw the axe. Going to reveal that he's there. And DNG are really going to go for this. There's a throw from Big Fat LP, though. He is being chased off by Badlanta, taking a lot of harass damage, though. There is the Equilibrium Strike on the Big Fat LP. Still not going to be able to do much. Hotshot GG looking
Ignite
for an
goes
undertow. Ignite. Yep, Ignite went down on the Skarnal Trump.
That was pretty...
Go ahead and back off.
Pretty heavily in favor of CLG there. That was a 2v3. They did blow a couple... I think the GG Ignite and actually nothing else. But yeah, keep in mind, Hotshot's not the jungler here. It looks like he is just taking that blue buff to go ahead and, try and 2v1 down bot lane. However, I Am Talandra on Aurelia has actually also gone ahead and lane swapped. So whether or not CLG actually gain any advantage from this, they are denying Chowster... Oh, sorry, no, I actually completely missed it. Chowster did steal the enemy blue while we were watching that action over at CLG's buff. So that is going to be 2 buffs down for Skarnal Trump. Not only that, but he's actually had to go back to heal up. So I was talking in Champ Select about how they really needed to get an early lead over Namumu and shut him down, but actually it's the complete opposite, and Cho'Gath is the one who's behind. Chowster level 3, Skarnal Trump only level 1, and he started with that Rupture. Usually you want to max Vorpal Spikes on Jungle Cho for that clear speed.
So we do see Chowster coming around behind LEB and I Am LOD. Has he been spotted? There's the banish shots into LEB. 2 flashes in from Doublelift and Loco. Exhaust is on LEB. Will it be enough? Exhaust goes out onto Chowster as well. LEB, will it be enough? No! He barely survives. No! Actually, Loco able to pick up the kill, but LOD picking up a kill for himself as well. In the end, that's going to be...
Well played by Loco. He had that help picks on, which of course you can shoot out a glitter lens from that point, and he aimed it. I actually sort of want to go back and look at that, but we do have some more action up top. Oh, the glitter lens actually misses from Loco.
Yeah, Loco, he got first blood, but it doesn't matter so much onto the support. LOD did get himself a kill. Overall, I actually think that DNG came out on top from that gank.
Yeah. Although it is somewhat fair to say that, in a way, an early an early kill on a support is actually almost more valuable than an early kill on a AD carry. They get that earlier GP5, and also usually AD carries just kind of want to farm up early game, and a lot of the aggression comes from the support. Oh wow, actually Locodoco taking a little bit too much harassment there. How much gold does he have in his inventory right now? Actually 875, so he can go back and outright buy either his Philostone or a Heart of Gold. And either way, you know, that's going to put trades sort of in their favor. LEB did actually head mid lane, strangely enough, I think, wanting to sort of force Big Fat back, as Atlanta does have this lane nicely frozen. You can see now he's actually starting a last hit with auto attacks, and usually a Karthus doesn't really have the safety to do that, just because he needs, you know, he needs sort of the range and farm through his Q. But because LEB was able to go and sort of zone out the already low health Twisted Fate, looks like that did give Atlanta a little bit of comfort there in the mid lane.
So in the bot lane, we actually pretty much just see a farm fest between Hotshot and Talandra. Neither of them can really do much, but we do see Chowster with red buff still on him coming in. Talandra has spotted him. There's the Undertow. He flashes out of both the Undertow and the bandage toss, and Talandra is going to be able to stay safe there.
Yeah, Hotshot.
See Skarnal Trump. Skarnal Trump is invading into the jungle. Big Fat LP knows that it's happening, and I think he's just going to zone him out. Ward is there.
That is a tiny Cho'Gath. That is a tiny.
Yeah, we see Talandra actually invading into, or no, Chowster was invading. Excuse me, Chowster going to pick up that big Wraith, and Talandra going to try to do something here, but Hotshot is just around the corner. I don't think they're going to be able to do much. Skarnal Trump moving into the mid lane just to say, hey guys, what's up?
But look at this XP difference here. Chowster about a creep camp away from level 5. Skarnal Trump gonna hit level 4 off these. So about an entire level in favor of a Mumu right now. Things are really stacking up in CLG's favor so far. About a 700 gold lead.
Wow, Locodoco taking a lot of damage. Oh, I think LOD was thinking about jumping onto Locodoco, but he just didn't have the damage. Most of the damage is up front for the early levels from Corky because of that phosphorus bomb.
Yeah, and it's interesting also, you can see both AD carries actually, remember, are running cleanse, but neither's
we
actually used
have
it.
Big Fat LP teleporting into the bot lane. Talandra has been stunned. Ignite goes out as well, and I think this is indeed going to be death. The last auto attack from Big Fat LP, able to pick up the kill. This is exactly what I was talking about. As soon as Twisted Fate gets level 6, he goes and ganks, but mid lane being pushed up by Badlantha and Skarnal Trump, they are going to put a nice bit of damage on this tower.
Yeah, if Chowster gets there in time, he might actually be able to... No, the creeps are already dead. He could have soaked up that XP for an early level 6, as Skarnal Trump has just about hit level 5 while pushing that mid lane. But yeah, definitely the right decision from GG to go ahead and gank that bot lane instead of ganking top. As of course the Aurelia Flash had been popped in that earlier gank from Chowster.
Ooh, Chowster throwing up bandage toss onto Skarnal Trump to try and nab him, but they're just not going to be able to do it. Rapture going out to try and harass him, and a ward coming out from LEB to try and keep an eye on this blue buff.
Hotshot doesn't have teleport.
No, he does not. Smite comes out from Chowster.
Skarnal Trump actually flashing there, trying to pick up the smite still on that blue. So his flash is going to be down. Not only that, but you can see Amu did hit level 6 off that. So now an entire level ahead of Cho'Gath. This is where things really start to get, a little bit painful for Dirtnap Gaming, as that Amumu ult will be able to pick up kills.
Yep, here comes Chowster into the mid lane. He's going to look for a bandage toss. There is the yellow card picked by Big Fat, but he makes a bit of a misstep. Wall of Pain coming out from Badlantha to make sure his jungler is going to be alright.
Yeah, and Atlanta also landing 3 or 4 nice Qs there, taking about 350 health off of GG. Had that not happened, maybe GG would have had the confidence to just kind of flash in there and put that gold card down. But he did take a little bit too much damage from Atlanta had he flashed in. The combo of, Defile, a couple Qs, the Wall of Pain, and then finally the Requiem would have probably taken him out. So good play from Atlanta to kind of stop that gank from happening. You can see he's pretty confident now. He doesn't have the blue buff, but he is able to go ahead and counter jungle those wraiths. Big Fat LP able to clear the final small wraith before they reset.
Oh, so Milk, to interrupt you, fix
the lineup?
Fix the order of your champions.
I knew I was reading something, thanks, yeah.
Alright, we'll have that fixed up really quickly. We see Olaf picking up an early Heart of Gold. I am Talandra opting for a Dorn's Shield right off the bat. Cho'Gath not quite getting his Heart of Gold yet. He does have Philosopher's Stone. Amumu, on the other hand, does have both of his gold pretends. You see, Big Fat LP actually picking up 2 Doran's rings right off the bat. Badlanta picking up a Catalyst for himself, instead going for that sort of late game Rod of Ages. He just wants to farm this as long as possible. Corki and Ezreal both have their phages. They're going to be going for Triforce very quickly. And Nunu still hasn't finished his Philosopher's Stone. Yeah. That's really going to hurt. They need those wards out really quickly. They need to make sure they know where Twisted Fate is to see which way he's moving. Is he moving up to gank top? Is he moving...
Did you actually flash there? Did you catch that?
No, I did not, but LOD taking a lot of damage from Double F, forced to Valkyrie out. That's going to be down for another little while. At least taking a lot of damage as well. Both
Double F has his ulti
getting very low. Yep, Twisted Fate has his ult right now. Double Lift, he could go for the True Shot Barrage if they want to dive. However, Skarnal Trump is here to try and push them away. They'll be taking a lot of poke. Are they going to be able to do anything? Chouster sitting in the bushes here, probably looking to kill Badlanta. There is the True Shot Barrage from Double Lift, and that is going to allow him to pick up the kill. And the ultimate from Karthus, however, just enough to allow Skarnal Trump to pick up the kill on Lokodoko. Now he is chasing down Double Lift. Red buff is applied. Double Lift is almost entirely out of mana. And there is the Rupture, allowing him to get that last auto attack to pick up the kill. In the meantime, Big Fat LP and Chouster moving in to try and finish off Skarnal Trump. Yep, Chouster still has Curse of the Sad Mummy, flashes in and uses it. There is the stun from Big Fat LP, and this is certainly going to be one dead Cho'Gath. That is going to be Big Fat picking up the kill there. Now Badlanta pushing up this mid lane. Might be able to do a fair bit of damage, but still nice response from Chouster and Big Fat.
Yeah, Hotshot not actually needing to use the teleport there. I think CLG pretty much had that under control. They did lose... What was that, a 2-for-3 exchange, I think, in the end. Lulu and Ezreal both went down, but so did Nunu, so did Corki, and so did the Cho'Gath. So sort of in the favor of CLG. They have now got a 3,000 gold lead. Hotshot pretty comfortable down here in this bot lane against Aurelia. Not really using that teleport to effect yet. Maybe you're going to want to see a lane swap here so that Hotshot can go top and then teleport down for the dragon if that happens. Especially if Double Lift and Lokodoko are able to push in and take down that top lane turret.
So right now we see Karthus' farm 113 compared to Twisted Fate's 76. That being said, Big Fat LP does have 2 kills. We can see in the gold. Big Fat does have 3.8k. Yep, it's actually about a 2k gold difference in the favor of Big Fat, despite his being so far behind in farm.
No, 200.
So Chouster, sorry, Chouster looking, sorry, 200. That is a huge difference.
Yeah, a 2k advantage at 1230. I would be mighty impressed. But yeah, it looks like the dragon attempt is finally here for Dirtnap Gaming. CLG historically not really a team that wants to pick up. Not really a team that wants to fight these dragon fights, especially with the Amumu ult down. Looks like instead they might actually be able to get a second tier turret here. No, it's not a cannon minion coming up. They do have Amumu around. Chouster is going to go ahead and steal away that blue buff. They did take down that top turret, so you know they gave up the dragon, but they got a top tier turret. They got the blue buff. They got a little bit more farm up in this top lane, denying a bit of CS to turrets here. You know, really not the end of the world.
Here comes Skarnal Trump, going to land Rupture onto Lokodoko. I'm not sure they want to engage on that, though. Here is the Destiny coming out from Twisted Fate to catch Badlanta completely out of position. There was Curse of the Sad Mummy. Will it be enough? Exhausted out on Big Fat LP, but he is going to be able to pick up the kill. Now Karthus is going to be left to deal a lot of damage to CLG if they do not back off. Exhaust going down onto Talandra, and he flashes out of the bandage toss just barely. Second time this game that flash has saved him from an Amumu bandage toss.
That was a great Amumu ult, by the way. There, both sides of the radius of that Amumu ult caught an enemy, and he was right in the middle. Badlanta was the only kill that they were able to pick up off of that, of course, the Karthus. But still, you know, a great job from Chouster. You don't see much Amumu these days in competitive play. People think that his early game jungling is too weak, too easy to counter jungle. But this time around, you know, as mentioned, it was the complete opposite, where Cho'Gath was actually the one who really fell behind early game. And now that Chowster is sitting 1-0-3, sitting at that level 9, you know, things are only going to get better and better for him as they can start to fight around that ulti cooldown.
Oh, so Milk, go ahead and jump to live. I'm just a little bit ahead of you right now. Just increase the speed until it gets all the way to live, because jumping to live doesn't always quite take you all the way.
That half second. There we go.
Yep, it is a big difference in these team fights. We see
Yeah.
Big Fat OP going to go ahead and pick up his blue buff. Atlanta still just pushing out this lane, but with that top tower down, that's going to allow Double Lift and Loco Doco to go ahead and roam. And Loco Doco actually going to go mid and help Big Fat LP farm up against Bad Lanta.
There we go. And yeah, I mean, the Dragon's down, a couple of the outer turrets are down. It's going to be interesting to see what either team wants to make a play based off of here. You know, it could be a turret push, something like that. Hotshot doesn't have the teleport cooldown yet.
Ooh, top lane Hotshot taking a lot of damage from those minions,
Yeah.
still able to put way more out on Talandra.
It's surprising, I mean, that was so far in his favor when he was fighting amidst maybe 12 minions. I mean, if you look at, I guess, what is it, the item advantage? He does have that double
bot lane,
CP5.
we have LOD putting a lot of damage on Double Lift, but there is a True Shot Barrage. He's not going to be able to pick up the kill. In the meantime, mid lane, Chowster had come in for a gank and allowed them to pick up the kill on Bad Lanta.
Looks like both double
Donald
lift.
Trump is indeed still here. That is what initially prompted that fight. LOD a little bit low, throwing a lot of poke damage on the Loco Doco. Are they going to try and engage onto this? No, they don't want to focus Loco Doco. Double Lift will just rip through them too quickly. But this, we could be looking at a fight. There's the Arcane Shift in, but just barely not able to pick up the kill on LOD. And now Double Lift taking an Ice Blast to the
Bad
face.
Lanta's up in 6 seconds with his ulti. This should be a kill.
As soon as Bad Lanta comes back up, he is going to be able to Requiem and
but
pick up
Loco
the
Doco
kill.
has ult.
Here it comes. Oh, but the nice ultimate from Loco Doco going to allow him to pick up the kill. Oh, flashing away from the rockets from LOD. That was so clutch. Loco Doco giving Double Lift just barely enough health to survive.
I think that was a little bit of miscommunication there from DNG. Oh wow, and Hotshot's now behind.
Yep, Hotshot
Nice
is looking for the kill on LEB. There's the Blood Boil, and the exhaust goes out to try and save his life, but Ragnarok being popped. There is the Reckless Swing picking up the kill. And Scarlet Trump not really going to be able to do anything. Hotshot was chasing after LOD, but the Valkyrie is going to keep him safe and sound.
Yeah, and that was a little bit of misplay there from oh wow, Ezreal ult.
Ezreal ult goes down, barely misses LOD. He suspected he was backing in the bush. But no, LOD is barely going to survive taking the mini golems. Thanks a little bit of health that it gives. Still though, we have Dirtneck Gaming pushing down on this bottom tower. I don't think they're going to be able to get it though. Double Lift taking a lot of burst damage from Bad Lanta. And here is the ultimate in from Twisted Fate. Stun goes out onto Bad Lanta, and he is taken down very quickly by Double Lift. And now they aren't going to be going for the kill onto Scarnald Trump. Nope, Bad Lanta not really going to be able to take down Double Lift, and now it looks like CLG wants to push down on this tower. Are they going to be able to go for the dive? There is the Rupture, try and clear out. LEB here to support them. Hotshot thinking about a dive, but just not able to do it. There's the stun though, and the burst damage is massive. However, he is able to get out of there. LEB the new target, but it's just not going to be enough. A little bit too tanky. And True Shot Barrage on Ezreal is down. No, he does have the mana for it, but it is on cooldown, so he's not going to be able to pick up the kill on Scarnald Trump, just barely getting out of there with his life. Oh, now we have LOD jumping onto Double Lift. Hotshot is very low and has no mana. I wouldn't say he's very low, but he has no mana. Not really going to be able to do anything. During all of this, because they were able to put the attention into the bot lane, Chowster is stealing blue buff. Yeah. Again.
Yeah. Chowster really, that's his, I mean, that's the third consecutive blue buff that he's taken away here from Dirtneck Gaming. It's, I mean, it really is a difference here. Chowster versus Hotshot in the jungle.
Chowster barely missed the bandage shots on Talandra again. Talandra just juking these out just fine. I'm going to chase after Loco Doco. Big Fat LP has been left to defend this turret down bottom, but it is going to fall. Nope, LOD and LEB do not want to try and pick up the kill on Big Fat. Not quite confident enough, but Dragon has just spawned, and so pings are going down from both teams. Scarnald Trump is here. He has his... No, Feast is actually on cooldown. He's trying to build up as many stacks as possible. He does have 6 now.
Yeah, he has a 6-stack Cho, which is pretty scary, but he needs to get in there quickly. Hotshot does have that.
There's the bandage toss onto Scarnal Trump. He is going to be the target, but they won't be able to take him down. Nice, because the stab mummy from Chowster is going to allow them to pick up the kill. LOD now in the back of this fight, not really able to do much. Chowster forced out as well. Ignite is ticking, but it's not going to be enough. I am LOD. There is the Destiny. Where is he going to teleport? He's teleporting into the bush and is going to be able to pick up the kill onto LOD. And now Talandra running for his life. There's a flash and stun from Big Fat LP. There is the absolute zero from LDB, but it's not going to be enough. Talandra still alive through all of this. True Shot Barrage from Double F going to be able to pick up the kill. Now LDB is the target. Wild Growth onto Big Fat is going to allow him to come in for the tower dive. Loco Doco tanking, and that is going to be actually Loco Doco on Lulu picking up the kill. And now with that, CLG are going
Karthus has ult.
Down this tower. Yes, he does. But does he have enough mana for it? Yes, he does. But I don't think he's going to be able to kill anyone with it. Now Hotshot chasing him down, and that is going to be a reckless swing, picking up the kill, but I think he did just enough damage. How many can he pick up? Only gets Hotshot. Now
Scarnal Trump is here, yeah.
Chowster. Not going to be able to do anything for that, though. And now Scarnal Trump going to be forced to use his ultimate to continue to stack that up. CLG, with that victory, are going to be able to take Dragon pretty quickly here. Nobody else is in position.
Corky's coming around.
He is. Is he going to be able to pick
this
up
could be trouble.
Who actually picks up the kill? Is he going to Valkyrie in?
Nope, nice slow from Loco Doco. That was honestly, Loco Doco had a lot of trouble first game, and I think people were sort of crucifying him because of it, but he is actually just playing so well this game. Not only picking up that first blood with that pretty clutch glitter lens up in the top lane, but since then he's just really doing a great job. You can see in that sort of tower dive down in the bot lane, he was the one who had to tank turret, and he instantly recognized that. He got in, he put the ulti down on Twisted Fate de-aggroed, he moved in. It's like stuff like that is really what you want to see out of a support player. The first game he had a lot of issues, it's true, you could admit it. But I don't think anyone who was complaining about the performance of Loco Doco in that first game has the same things to say about him this time around. Hotshot GG, by the way, up top lane. Could get...
Yes, he is. Is he going to get jumped on? I'm Talandra is popping a Heat 10 style. He's going to jump in. Trelios comes out from Hotshot to try and get out, but he pops the Ragnarok. So Ragnarok has been forced from Hotshot now. That is going to be down if they decide to fight, but CLG massing up in this mid lane, just going to take this mid tower, no problem. But there are two members, LOD and LEB, are still in this top lane, and now there is the ban onto Talandra, and the Curse of the Sad Mummy is going to go out, but CLG is not in any position to do anything with this unless they're able to catch up. Big Fat LB taking a lot of damage and has been exhausted. Wild Growth goes out onto him, but Atlanta falls to the hit from Double Lift. Now LOD going to jump over the wall and pick up the kill on Big Fat. Scarnal Trump in a nice bit of trouble, forced to flash out of the fight. Exhaust did go out on the Hotshot. Ragnarok is not up. LB getting slowed, flashes over the wall. Loco Doco, is he going to follow? Flash over, fails, but the nice Mystic Shot, able to pick up the kill. Yeah, Double Lift for Double Lift.
Double Lift there did fail that flash, but it put him right against the wall. He instantly eat over it, and then even though he was pretty low on mana, he was able to get that nice blind Q through the brush there, picking up the kill on a LEP. Double Lift just really on his A game today, both games of this set. Nothing really, leaving nothing to be desired. They are now 10,000 gold up in the lead. Pretty much the exact opposite of what we saw last game, where they were having a little bit more trouble. Not only that, but this time around, they have that Chowster on a Mumu, able to initiate these team fights pretty clearly. And that was actually pretty funny there with the Lulu Whimsy going down on a Twisted Fate there, kind of put that nitrous button down on a GG. He actually ran straight into the Defile there. So, gotta be a little bit careful with that turbo boost there, GG. But, I mean, that is sort of the power of their team comp right now. If a Mumu gets a pick.
That's something...
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's really important. Now, actually, top lane, we have Scarnal Trump coming around from behind Double Lift. Misses the silence just barely. A nice...
Shirelles is popped.
Chiv's going to keep him safe, but red buff is on Hotshot. It is applied, and now Scarnal Trump is in a world of hurt. In the meantime, we do have a fight over blue buff, but Scarnal Trump in a very bad spot. Double Lift will pick up the kill with that last auto attack, and Nico being chased out. Valkyrie over the wall. Wild Growth to keep herself alive, and Glitterlance is actually going to miss. She uses Whimsy to get herself...
Ult in 3 seconds for Chowster. Nice.
Chowster looks like he's going to be the target.
1 second, you're lagging a bit.
Being used by Big Fat, reporting in. and Chaucer, and there is the bandage toss in. Full kill on Loco Doco and Chaucer. However, I am Talandra still going to fall. Valkyrie over the wall from LOD, that blue buff.
Hey, Oracle, if you can hear me, I'm going to just take you off Sky for 1 second, alright? Call me right back. Looks like you're having a little bit of internet issues at the moment.
Really helping him get out of this.
Sorry about that, guys. Such is life when you're running these online tournaments. I like to say whenever we run into internet issues here that we're pulling a day 3 from the Season 2 World Championships. No worries, I'll see if I can get Fourth Oracle back on the line, as his play-by-play has been consistently awesome in today's set. Wow, double lift actually putting a lot of damage down. 2 crits in a row, following up that true shot barrage, able to take down IMLOD. No one from CLG really able to capitalize off that, though. They might have gone for the Baron. But it looks like GG and Hotshot are just going to be pretty content to go ahead and push down this bot lane turret. I think Hotshot's here trying to zone people out if they come down and try and force a fight, but actually 4 members of DNG are up in the top lane. Oh wow, Loco Doco actually getting caught out here. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to switch it over to directed camera. Hotshot GG actually coming up with that teleport. LEB taking a lot of damage. Flash up in 1 second, but it's not enough. The cooldown not going to be very helpful there as she does fall. Meanwhile, however, Twisted Fate is down bot lane pushing, forcing Skarnal Trump to go and defend, which means CLG with 4 members up at this at this Baron attempt are going to be able to go ahead and take this down. The Twisted Fate ult is popped. Chester missing the bandage toss, lands a 2-man ulti here. Loco Doco almost getting knocked up by Baron. Big Fat LP gonna be able to take down Karthus. The Karthus ult should be coming in any second now. Oh no, it's actually on cooldown here. Loco Doco does almost fall down to a lay waste, but just not enough damage right now on Atlanta. Hey, you back?
Yep, I am back. I'm very sorry. I do not know what happened.
No worries. Loco Doco actually gets taken down here by Skarnal Trump. Double lift chasing down with that red buff. A nice juke off the rupture there. Lands the Q. Chauster's there to follow it up with a bandage toss. Actually, Chauster going to be picking up that kill. Anyway, welcome back.
Yeah, very sorry. The internet completely pinged to my house. There's nothing I could really do about that, but I am reconnecting to the game in just a moment.
Oh, you're still not in game. Okay. Well, there was a Baron attempt by CLG. They didn't quite get it. However, they pretty decisively won the team fight. I think something like 4-for-1 in that Baron fight. And now they are actually going to go ahead and take down this dragon. Not only that, but Big Fat was able to kind of split push down bot lane, put a little bit of damage onto the inhibitor turret, as well as taking down the inner turret. So now we do see about a 14,000 gold lead in favor of CLG. Big Fat just going to go ahead, head back down into that bot lane. You can see he's got 4 wards here. I think he knows.
So, so Dragon did go down. What was the time on that?
Timer on Dragon was 27:14, so it's going to be up at 33:14.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So no problems. All right, we are back. I believe I am back at full capacity. Really sorry about that, guys. Internet pinged. Comcast scumbags that they are making clutch plays against casters. Yep, clutch plays against casters. So now Baron was attempted by CLG. Look at this gold difference right now. We haven't really had the time to look at it, but look at this. It's over 10k. It's 14k, 14.5k in the favor of CLG. And look at the kill count, 25-8. CLG is on the ball this game. Everything that they weren't doing last game, they are nailing this game. And now it looks like we are having a second Baron attempt from CLG. IMLOD just around the corner, but it looks like nobody... Yep. LOD looking for... There's the wall of pain. Double taking a lot of upfront damage. There's Exhaustion and force a flash over the wall. He is not part of this fight. But there is a nice ultimate from Chaucer. Not going to be enough, though. They're just ripping through CLG because Big Fat LP is down in bot lane. Hotshot going to fall as well. LEB falling dangerously low. There's Talandra flashing over the wall, and he's going to be able to pick up the kill and double lift. Here comes the Requiem to do it for him.
Loco Doco actually not using his ulti at all that fight because he wanted to put it down on double lift, and even though Big Fat was able to get that bot lane inhib, I mean, that was a 4v5. Not only that, But Double Lift got completely caught out in that Baron pit, effectively making that fight 3v5 without even blowing that Lulu ulti. So
this whole fight though, look at this. Big Fat is pushing Dirtnap's tower, and Dirtnap is not responding to it. They want to take Baron first, but they are so very low. They are able to get it.
Wow.
2 members forced to recall during that Destiny coming out.
Nearly
from
getting,
Big Fat,
nearly
teleporting to safety.
nearly getting two Nexus turrets there. Not only that, but Big Fat might be able to assassinate.
I don't think he got
He
it.
didn't get it. No, I am Melody able to sneak that in. He could have killed Skarnal Trump if he saw just how low they were on that off that Destiny. Either way, I mean, they lost Baron. They're gonna lose some of the team fight strength here, but you know, they did actually get a lot out of that. Especially the bot lane inhib is really the one you want because it's furthest away from Baron. So when that comes back up in 7 minutes, you know, they're really going to be in a good position to kind of, you know, force either a Baron or an inhib, and that is really sort of the split that they want to put Dirtnap Gaming in. They have the Twisted Fate ult, they have the Olaf teleport, and as long as they play this smart, I think this is definitely CLG's game to lose. Definitely, you know, a pretty convincing lead despite this Baron being picked up by Dirtnap Gaming.
Yeah, absolutely. What's important to note is he didn't just take the inhibitor. Big Fat took a Nexus turret, which means that Nexus is people don't really think about it. They say, oh, we need inhibitors, but if you take a Nexus tower, if those super minions start pounding, oh, you're right. Big Fat has jumped onto Bad Lanta Ignite, has been burnt. There is the Wall of Pain, though. I don't think he's going to be able to pick up the kill. The ultimate was burnt. Now it has been burnt. Destiny being used, but he sees that he does not want to jump into the entirety of Dirtnap Gaming, and so Big Fat just going to teleport out to safety behind the rest of his team.
Pinks from Dirtnap Gaming going down on that bot lane inhib. I think they're afraid of maybe something like a split push or a backdoor, which is pretty wise because, I mean, CLG are definitely in the position to make that happen. Had that Destiny gone down to that bot lane, things could have gone badly for them. However, Bad Lana is there with that massive AoE damage off of Defile to go ahead and push those minions out. He doesn't have blue buff, but he's sitting at about 500 AP right now.
There we go, Baron timer.
Baron
is going to be coming up 36-19. That is about 5 minutes away, but CLG not going to waste any time. They know they have the advantage, and there's I'm Talandra jumping on a hotshot GG. I'm Talandra taking a lot of damage to Australia, is being burnt by Loco Doco actually. Thinking about wanting to go in. Chowster off on the side, going to eat a lay waste to the face, but he is going to be just fine. He is pretty tanky now. He does. But take a look
at GG's Lichbane procs on turrets, by the way. I don't know if that was. I think that was probably 2 Lichbane hits onto the mid turret, but it's already down to half health, and this is exactly where CLG want to be. You know, the Olaf ult was burned there, but they actually got about half health off the middle inhib turret off of it, which is, you know, that's a trade I think anyone would take. And now it looks like GG's just going to go ahead, keep this push going. And this is really what CLG excel at. They've been running these sort of split push strategies for, you know, a year at least, and they've really got it down pat. So Double F going to go ahead and pick up blue, I think. And if he does, no, he's actually going to give it to a Mumu, strangely enough. If, oh no, of course, Big Fat LP did come up to get that. I was thinking either Ezreal or Twisted Fate with that blue buff is just so much poke damage. Once this Baron runs out, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a 4 or 5 man group up in one of the lanes from CLG and just push down the remaining inhib turrets. Ezreal ult, able to steal the red buff. Good job, Double F. I love seeing that.
I saw it. I had no idea. I had no idea where it was going. Hotshot was dueling Skarnald, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Who? Like, what? Why?
Yeah.
He's not going to get the kill. There's a Wall of Pain going out on the Hotshot Rupture. Not going to hit anyone. Bad Lantha taking a lot of harass damage. Look at that. Double Lift is on a roll right now. He has Bloodthirst, he has Last Whisper, he has Trinity Force, and he is going to be building his Quicksilver Sash very soon. And this could be precisely what they need. Double Lift is nice and fed. However, Corki does have a very, very similar build right now. The only thing he is missing is a Negatron Cloak. Now they're going to push in. Hotshot taking a little bit of poke, but he is just so tanky, he doesn't care. There's a Rupture. Skarnal's Rupture taking a lot of damage over the wall. Will Double F be able to pick up the kill? No! The Mystic Shot just barely misses, but now Bad Lanta jumping into the middle of the entirety of CLG just before he dies, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Here comes Requiem, though. Big Fat LP using Zonias to get out of that damage, but will it stop CLG's push?
I don't think so.
In fact, Big Fat is just going to tank this. First Tower Bolt and Hotshot going to tank the rest. Middle Inhibitor is going to go down while the rest of Dirtnap moves down to the bot lane. A nice bandage toss from Chowster onto LOD. He Valkyries out of the way, but a nice stun and
Great
Tripart
play
from
from
Big Fat going to
GG.
pick up the kill. Chowster laying another bandage toss. Where's the curse? Doesn't even need it. And now Talandra being chased down. Shirley is being popped by Lokodoka. There's the flash in and the polymorph onto Talandra, picking up the kill. Bottom inhibitor is going to fall, and this is certainly going to be game 2 going to CLG Prime. This is the sort of play we wanted to see from the new CLG.
And not only that, but GG. I mean, for a long time, people were saying he just wasn't aggressive enough in the mid lane role. That flash onto Corki pretty much sealed the deal for